Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome everyone to the classic Mario NES Trilogy 90% Grand Final between jtknott and SueprMegaDav. Good morning, everybody, or good evening, wherever you are. This is Yebra calling in the action. Like we have our runners getting ready here. And here we go. So the way this category this match is gonna go, it's gonna be a best of 3 with jtknott essentially having a twice beat advantage here in the double elimination bracket. That means jtknott only has to win this particular game, this particular match, and then Megadave will need to win twice. But as we've seen throughout this tournament, anything's possible. Everything has happened so far, and Megadave has aged like fine wine in this tournament. jtknott being jtknott, the consistent super player that he is. They're both super players. Don't get me wrong. So this is a great matchup in our hands. Right now they're doing Mario 1, the first of 3 in the NES trilogy. That'll be followed by SMB 2U, and then followed by SMB 3. And so far, Dave and jtknott kind of neck and neck. jtknott with a 143 on the level load here. Dave having a 145, so they're separated by 2 seconds or so. Let me switch over the audio to JT here. And you'll notice in 4-2 they do this duck under the lowest row of blocks there. That tricks the game into sending them here in the warp zone when they're supposed to be sent down into the point cache below the pipe. And it's a critical trick in this game, which both of them were able to pull off. That's good. And then we have 8-1. They're getting a bonk there. One of the pipes. Arguably the longest stage of the game. Pretty neck and neck with 8-4. About a minute. And if you're doing this level without the fire flower, it could go down south really fast. But fortunately, they both get through just fine. Out of 8-1, still the 2-second separation. jtknott showing off that fire flower there. One of the toughest power up areas in the game for sure. JD still has that 2-second lead into A3, but once again, this is just the first of 3 games. We'll see if Dave will be able to catch up. Maybe in this game too. 8-4 could be could flip the script out of the gates. JT 417 into the transition. 420, 421 for Dave. We do the wall jump here. jtknott gets that. How about Dave? Gets it as well. And then they'll do another wrong warp here. They scroll the screen far enough to the right. Load this next area, which is the water section. The game does intend you to go to the next height. Bowser time for jtknott, gets the damage there, damage boost. Dave gets it clean. We may be looking at maybe a 1 to 2 second difference heading into Super Mario Bros. 2, and they'll be taking 25-second intermission. In Mario 2, you'll see most of these levels they will be doing Toad, and you notice they picked up an enemy right out of the gate, and that's the usual strat. You got Toad. Toad is the fastest whenever they're picking up an enemy. jtknott gets the damage there. Try to get that double jump. Dave gets the 2 blocks away. jtknott out of bombs here. See what they'll do here. Oh, they're taking the intentional death. Just like that, Dave is in the lead. jtknott nicely done on that bottom floor clip. Earlier he wasn't able to do it because he took damage prior to that trick. Meanwhile, SueprMegaDav cruising through 1-2 here. Switch the audio to Dave. You'll see a switch here. jtknott going for Luigi. SueprMegaDav is 727 out of 1-2. Takes care of that birdo. And as you may have noticed, Luigi does have the highest jump in the game, and you'll see a bunch of Luigi levels later on in this 80% route in SMB 2. We're looking at more or less a 30-second difference between these 2 runners right now. Dave getting hung up on that end there for the rocket. Looks like he just made that cycle. jtknott getting on the other side here into 4-1 as well. Dave picks up the shy guy, runs around, jumps around, and to the pearl he goes. Or orb. Might have been orb. 8:45 for SueprMegaDav into 4-2. jtknott is cracked at 4-1 Sky. $9.10 into 4-2 for JT. That'll be around a 20-second separation here at the moment, at least. And Dave gets the warp successfully. Into World 6 he goes. jtknott in the first area of 4-2. Not too far behind. World 6, this is gonna be the doozy levels. 6-1, a lot of things. You gotta maneuver around. jtknott gets the warp at 9:50. His turn in the desert. Well, SueprMegaDav trying to make his way to that key. Brings him to that not so easy Birdo fight. See what kind of pattern Dave gets. That looks like a good pattern to me. Clean fight by Dave. On the other end here, jtknott gets damage there. Trying to get for the key. And then you got 6-2. There's the first of 3 levels that uses Luigi. At least in the ideal sense. jtknott takes a death there. It's gonna be so dicey. 3-frame pickup, iframe. Meanwhile, Dave taking care of that Birdo. The 6-2 is all about the blind jumps here. Albatross, Bezos, Albatross. You know how it goes. And he gets through. He gets through fine there. That's great to see. And then, ooh, dicey fight there by jtknott, gets through just fine. Remember, JT has no lives left here. Gotta be careful. Dave himself has to be careful here. Just took damage on that Birdo. jtknott coming up for that potion jump. Much faster than taking the quicksand below, which is what the intended route is to get to this Easter egg of a route. $12.33 for the split. Or SueprMegaDav gets through that Tri-Clyde fight just fine. Into 7 he goes. Gutsy fight by JT. He gets on just fine as well. 12:51 for his split into World 7. We're looking at a 17-second difference. Remember, this match no means over yet. We got still quite a lot of Mario. Specifically when we get to the hands. Hands are always out there to get you. And in the meantime, we got SueprMegaDav trying to make the climb up these ladders. That sniff it and be a menace, but he patiently waits there. Gets through just fine. Oh no! Dave takes the hit there. That might have been his first death. What a luxury. jtknott opted to not go for the extra lives, didn't go for the intentional game over. We'll see how this goes. Look at this! jtknott did have a cleaner 7-1, now they're within striking distance. They're even in the lead. Let me switch over. They're struggling a bit with the vine jump here, so jtknott up in the roof now. Dave is also up in the roof, up in the ceiling. The game doesn't intend you to do that, but this game, this level in particular, is pretty long. It's kind of a maze. Fitting for a final level, but of course when you're speedrunning this game, you always want to do it the fastest way. Speaking of fastest way, jtknott already with the wart fight. SMBmegaDav not too far behind. 6 veggies is what we need for wart to go down here. JT with this fort. Barely misses that last veggie there. That's it. jtknott takes back the lead. Heading into SMB 3. Glad to see it. Dave got a couple of veggies left. And GT is gonna do that 25-second intermission. They barely missed that last veggie. Gonna wait for those bubbles to come out. And there you go. jtknott starting SMB 3 with a 16:04. And then gets through 1-1 just fine. If jtknott's gonna get this early P-speed, looks like he's on his way. And there you go. If I'm not mistaken, Dave got 16. I would say 63x. So that means around a 30-second difference between these two runners. Oh, jtknott looking swag on the maneuver in 1-3 here. Gets rid of that hammer, bro. Boomerang, bro. And then he's on his way to get that first warp whistle. The first of 2 that he needs to get to World 8. You'll see the SMBmegaDav, his crack at 1-3. Does a safer strat using that Koopa shell. jtknott getting hung up a bit there in the fortress, but he gets the lead, flies his way up, and the second warp whistle he gets. Now all he needs to do here is to use both warp whistles. jtknott does the warp at 18:02, so let's gonna put that in mind here as Dave makes his way into the fortress. And JT's gonna be doing all the auto scrollers. They barely doesn't get the P-speed strat fly up, but he regains it right away. Looks like we got an 18.4x or a high 3x for MegaDav in the Warp to World 8. That would mean that's 30 seconds separation between these two runners. Still within striking distance as far as the hands are concerned. Right now we're just seeing these runners go through this auto scroller. There's a bunch of auto scrollers here in World 8. I think there's 4 of them. You see JT there doing... He's within. He's beneath all these bombs. In that earlier section, he does what's called a lag reduction strat, where he tries to minimize the number of sprites in the screen. You'll see a lot of high level runners in the standalone category do that. Every frame matters. But it's just a matter of frames. jtknott. Speed strat for the Fire Flower worked for him in the Navy. What's so good about that speed strat with the Leaf in the Navy? There's 2 ways to get that Fire Flower with that speed strat. jtknott, at least to my own experience, that's my backup too. The ideal way to do it is you duck and fly. If Dave gets that one. There's a different strat. Does not work for him at this time though. But still a whole bunch of fire flowers available. jtknott gets the damage. One of those cannonballs. Oh, this... Gotta pull him back a bit here. But still quite ahead here. Take care of that boom boom fight, no problem. Gets the orb. Dave just cruising along the Navy as well. 21:37 for jtknott. How many hands? Second hand gets JT. Albeit it's the shortest hand. Let's see what the third hand says to JT. Oh, he lets him through! It lets him through! MegaDav taking care of his boom boom fight. Meanwhile, jtknott is up in the clouds. The dark clouds. And he took damage as well. That leaves a bit of an opening for Dave. But here Dave gets that first hand. Gets through just fine though. Oh no, Dave gets the second hand. jtknott taking it to Boom Boom. Thumps him 3 times, gets the orb. It's 3:18. MegaDav entering the Air Force here. jtknott opting for that Fire Flower in the beginning of 8-1. See if he gets the speed. Does not, but that is okay. He's still moving here. That Fire Flower is gonna help him get through 8-2 here. As you see in a bit, jtknott. And to show how much of a luxury it is to keep or to have a Fire Flower. Here we go. The climb, let's see how the climb's gonna go. There you go. Those Venus fire traps can be menaces as well, but he shuts them down. Gets through 8-2 just fine. Dave gets that Fire Flower himself. Didn't opt for the star here. jtknott just moving here in the fortress. Let's see if he's gonna get the first cycle. Oh, Dave takes a tumble. He has that extra leap from the hands he challenged earlier, so not too much of a setback. And on top of that, gets P-Speed. jtknott takes care of the fortress, no problem. He's in this final auto-scroller before the Bowser Castle. At this point, you wouldn't want to lose that Fire Flower because there's no Fire Flowers in Bowser's Castle. Dave gets sniped by one of those fire traps. Case in point, Venus fire traps are pretty menaces. Alright, Dave opting for the star here in the fortress. Takes back his Fire Flower. I think we're looking at maybe a 45-second minute separation here. Dave is gonna hope for a gnarly mistake on jtknott's end. JT's showing no signs of slowing down. Takes care of that boom boom fight, keeps the Fire Flower just in time for the Bowser's Castle. Oh, jtknott going for the clip, gets it. Love to see it. There you go. The jump, the spawn, the clip. jtknott is on fire. He's on his way. Thanks to the last room here. He's got to be careful with the Bowser fight. Let's see if he's gonna go all out on this fight, or maybe he'll go a bit safer here. No scam. Bowser goes down. GG's out for jtknott. Takes first blood in this grand final matchup. Well done by JT. Oxen at 2740. We'll give that point to jtknott. He just needs one more to win the championship. Meanwhile, Megadav taking care of that boom boom fight, and now it's his turn to take on Bowser's Castle. Let me switch over the audio back to Dave here. Appreciate the showmanship for Dave trying to get that clip. It's a pretty hard clip. Okay, the jump, the spawn, the clip. Gets it smoothly as well. Those scan almost got scammed by Bowser there. Bye-bye, Bowser. See you later. GG's out for SueprMegaDav. Finishes strong in World 8. Stands the hands. Finishes up with a 23. There you go. That's game number 1 in the books. There was a little bit of back and forth in the early stage. You got a switcheroo at the start of SMB2. Then SMB3 is SMB3. They're quite close. They're actually quite close until the hand. We'll see if jtknott's gonna close it out in this next game here. Or will SueprMegaDav come back with a comeback? We're getting this runners up for their next race here. And our runners are marked as ready here. In a short while, we'll see them run it all down again. Look at the chat here. Sorry, I just got connected to chat. So, yes, no wrong warp for SMB3. It's not allowed. We're doing the vanilla route for SMB3. Mario 1 is any percent. Mario 2 USA is any percent. Mario 3 any percent. No wrong warp. And yes, yeah, it is. This is the final. This is the final. And we're on our way. Game 2. Will jtknott take the chip, or will SueprMegaDav make it a tie and force a tiebreaker? Notice jtknott does a bit of a wiggle on his climb on the stairs. That's because he's trying to avoid the 6 on the timer when he grabs the flagpole. Because in SMB1, when you grab the flagpole on a 6, a 3, or a 1, it's going to give you fireworks of the same number. 1 firework is no biggie. 3 and 6 is where you start to lose time. 3 fireworks takes you back 1 second. 6 fireworks takes you back 2. Around 2 seconds. So far, a standard 1-2 for both of these runners. They both opt for the fire flower, which is pretty comfy in this game. Especially with the RNG laden 8-3. The bros, they act differently each and every time. Just one less thing for these runners to think about when they go through the levels. It makes a lot of pipe jumps mundane. Because of the luxury of having that fireball. Fireballs. You can shoot as many as they want, just 2 at a time. Or 2 looking standard for these boat runners. Let's see if they both get the wrong warp. They do! Glad to see that. Let me switch over the audio over to jtknott. 8-1. Let's get some. There's no way we're not calling out jtknott's 37 coins. Prior to getting to 8-1. Thriller moment. Shoutouts to Kriller37. Oh no! Dave takes a tumble! You'll see the difference when you tackle 8-1 at small. Some of these pipe jumps become much harder. He's gonna go wait here. jtknott, solid 8-2. So far, Dave gets past 8-1 this time. Okay, 341 entering 8-3 for JT. Let's see if Dave is gonna get the power up here. There's a power up in 8-2 that JT just showed off. In this part, there you go, he does get that. I take it Dave's gonna want to keep it up to the bros here in 8-3, which JT just got passed through. He takes damage though. There's a couple power-ups in 8-3 as well. Would like to get 422 for SpeedGaming. We're looking at a 34-second difference here. No, he gets owned by the bros there. On his last life as well. jtknott missing that ball jump. He gets the wrong warp correctly. Oh, we're hoping for the best for Dave here. Friendly bro patterns though. At this third to the last bro gets through. Masterful bro pattern there by Dave. Masterful bro maneuver. jtknott takes damage, but gets through the Bowser fight just fine. He clocks in at 5:15. They're gonna do the 25-second intermission here. Dave on the third room here. jtknott with a commanding lead so far. But SMB 2 isn't gonna fool around with you. We'll see if he's gonna keep his lead. Dave gets through 6:04. Glad to see him push through the SMB 1 there with 1 life. Pretty gutsy on his end. While JT had to go for the backup there. This time gets the 2 blocks away, allowing him access to this last room with the Birdo. But jtknott takes a tumble. Almost He was almost done with the Birdo fight as well. That leaves a bit of an opening for Dave here. If he's gonna offer this one up, no, he does not. And this Birdo fight, easily, each egg is about 4 seconds. So that's gonna be in Dave's favor as he tries to catch up here. jtknott going for Luigi once again in 1-2. There's some runners would go for Luigi in this level because in the strat usually is they get the key from one of the vases and brings it all the way to the Birdo fight, and all is done. All is done for Birdo. Just throw the key at him. You're gonna take all the hits for you. And on the other hand, Dave going for the Toad. Going for Toad in 1-2. Timestamp their warp. jtknott warps at 8:09. jtknott into World 4 with that warp. Meanwhile, Dave is gonna make his way to 1-3, trying to do the same warp. jtknott up in the sky with the rocket. Dave warps at 8:45. That means 36 seconds. And once again, SMB2 turn things around in a jiffy. But jtknott taking damage there just before the Hawk Gate, but gets through just fine. Now it's Dave's crack in the sky at 4-1. He doesn't take damage before the Hawk Gate. That's good. That's gonna be about a second's time save. And he keeps it. Slowly chipping away that lead. jtknott. Good maneuvers on the whales. Gets the warp to World 6. Let's say 9-4X. Last time jtknott had a bit of trouble here in 6-1 in the key redemption. We'll see how he fares this time. And 19 for the warp for Dave into 6-1. Much cleaner key grab for jtknott now. Taking care of that Birdo, no problem. And 43 on the loading screen for JT out of 6-1. Let's see how Dave does here. Does a wiggle of some sort. Digging is hard, man. Pretty tough. Oh, jtknott takes a tumble. Oh. Let's see how he pulls this off this time. SueprMegaDav has 1 life remaining. 1 extra life. Dave 11-24 out of 6-1. Come on, JT. Oh! Gotta take care of this Birdo. Oh no! Okay, Letting Birdo shoot here. He has all the time he wants here. Wait. That's something that being in the lead gives you. You know, some sort of a cushion. Don't have to play out of your mind. Take it easy. Definitely better than having to go back all the way to 6-1. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all that matters. In the meantime, JT does the potion trick. First try, that's good. MegaDav's crack at the potion jump. First try as well. Glad to see it. Clyde fight at 12:41 for JT. See how soon Dave's gonna get there. Excellent fight, but JT takes out the Triclite, no problem. We'll see if he's gonna go for the intentional death here. 13:02 entering Triclite for Dave. Chipped off about 20 seconds here. And he does take the intentional game over. And Dave gets the Triclite fight. Oh, things are cooking up here. Dave at this point, he's not that far behind. He's within striking distance here. Gonna play it safe here with the Albatross. Dave gets into the rocket. jtknott's been in the rocket. He's up in the sky, but he lost the Sniffit. Good thing he has the backup. Nice and easy. I have flashbacks on that Sniffit. Sniffit despawn. Sometimes that Sniffit that you're supposed to jump off of just despawns. Doesn't show up for work. But luckily, there's a backup. jtknott perfectly executed. 14:24 out of the Birdo fight in 7-1. We'll keep tabs on that when SueprMegaDav finishes up his fight here. And second difference. 14:37 on his entry. This is anybody's game right now. Doesn't get any better than this. Okay, jtknott, vine jump, chain jump. Out of vine, that's a chain. Up in the ceiling. Just running all through the level here. Dave's shot at the vine jump, this chain jump. Second try does it for Dave. JT going all out on this Hawkgate fight. Doesn't get the double hit on the first throw, but recovers pretty nicely. Oh, was that the manip? Was that a manip for the ward fight? It looked like it did. It did manip that. You notice jtknott waited a bit before spawning the fight. That's because he wanted to match up the veggies and the times that Wart opens his mouth, throws all the bubbles here. Dave, his strat is not even waiting for the bubbles to come out. He's throwing the veggies as soon as Wart opens his mouth, so he doesn't have to deal with the bubbles. jtknott, on the other hand, nails it perfectly. The SMB2, Wart makes Wart eat his veggies. And we got ourselves some SMB3 once again. Dave does the same thing as well. Starts at 16:38 for JT into SMB 3. We'll keep tabs on that. Dave does it at 51. That's 13 seconds separating these two players here. Well within hands range. Let's see how it turns out. Both of them going through 1-1 just fine here. Most critical part, MegaDav already got past that Koopa bot. Meanwhile, jtknott he just replicates what he does in his first game in his SMB3. Gets early P-Speed in 1-2. Dave gets P-Speed as well. Almost takes a tumble, but recovers pretty nicely there. I swear I didn't curse him! Barely got hit by that fireball. Oh no! jtknott's gonna have his first warp whistle here. $18.03 for warp whistle number 1 for JT. Let's see what MegaDave's timestamp is gonna be. Masterful fortress there by jtknott. Jump over the waffle, jump into the block, fly up. Forget about it. Commentator curse. No, I swear I wasn't. $18.42 for whistle number 1 for Dave. Now, it's still within striking distance. Hands could still flip the script, but we're now looking at a 40-second difference, more or less. While jtknott is in the first auto-scroller World 8. And then the warps for Dave. Gonna be taking on the auto-scrollers really shortly. Nothing much happening here in the auto-scroller. There's that power-up. If you're not familiar with the level, this might be a nightmare, but these players, they know what's up, they know what's coming, they know which cannons shoot bombs, which cannons shoot just regular cannonballs, all that good stuff. And you can't afford to take a death in any of these auto scrollers because there's no checkpoint whatsoever. Casually, it might be fine, but speedrunning wise, it's a big no. But as you see here, jtknott goes through just fine. He has a shot to get the fire flower here. May have jumped a bit early there, but he nails the backup perfectly. Glad to see that. That was the original, or that's how runners would use to get that fire flower. It's pretty tough. It wasn't until I believe it was Sikubi who discovered that strat where you do the speed. Just fly up, duck fly. You do a duck and then you fly. Wonder if that's an actual term speedrunners use, duck fly. Probably is. Dave gets his fire flower. Glad to see that. Gets it this time around. And the hands we wait. JT not showing that clip into the bottom area there. Boom goes down for JT. And then the hands. Come on, SMB3, give us some good TV here. Looks like he's gonna replicate his first stint at the hands here. Takes the second hand. Will the third hand be kind to jtknott? We'll see. No! He gets taken in. That leaves an opening for Dave here. As you can see, jtknott executing that third hand, getting piece speed, keeping it until the very end. Well played on his corner. Now it's MegaDav's turn to take on the hands. Let's see. No, he gets first hand. Just like last time. jtknott is in the dark. He's upstairs, way upstairs. He's in the Air Force. Last time he took damage in this area, so right now he's doing pretty nicely. Dave gets the third hand. Was it the third? What, did he get the full hand? First and third. First and third Dave gets here. Yes, first and third. On the other side, jtknott takes care of his boom boom up in the Air Force. And now World 8-1. Let's see how he's gonna do here. Had a bit of trouble because he lost his flower before getting to this level, but as you can see, the bop. No flops this time. Well done for jtknott past 8-1 here. 24-31 out of 8-1 for Dave. Or JT, sorry. Let's see a good climb here in 8-2 for JT. Are we gonna see it? We did! He does! Well done! What a sight to behold. Now jtknott's gonna go for the star here in Fortress. Did Dave get piece speed? Yes, he did! And barely avoids that fire. Pretty skillful on his end. Now JT, waffle jump. And first cycle done for JT. I just have to take care of this boom boom. Pretty clean right there with the boom boom. Be careful here, Dave. The climb is cleaner. Oh no, Dave takes a tumble. It's like a double whammy. Oh no. It wasn't me, I swear. Okay, Dave's gonna fly up here. Long jump. Oh no! He hesitated there on the long jump. Costed him his finish there. Dave, 3rd time's the charm. Takes damage, that's okay. He gets past A2 this time. While JT just cruising along here in the super tanks, and he's on his way to Bowser's castle. Dave has to get this power up in the fortress. Oh, okay. He might take the 2nd cycle here. Looking good for JT. The jump, the clip. Glad to see it. Speed in the statue room. And it's just Bowser keeping him from the championship here. There you go! Bowser goes down for JT and takes game number 2, securing the Mario NES Trilogy 80% championship. GG's out for jtknott. 2809 finish for the champion. Well done. Let's switch over to audio to Dave here. Tackles the Super Tanks himself. If you can get he over the commentator's booth shortly. Oh no! Dave takes a hit in one of those cannonballs. Been there, done that, I must admit. Dave is crack at the wall clip. Gotta give it to Dave though. Appreciate the sportsmanship. That's the clip first try. Talk about sportsmanship. I speak from a speedrunner's perspective too. Like if you get that clip first try, feels really good. And he's gonna show off Dave how the Bowser fight's gonna go without the fire. And in case you missed it, Bowser's hitbox is only upstairs. So you can just sit down there, watch him do the dirty work. Like almost literally making Bowser dig his own grave. And there we go! Bowser takes a tumble. GG's for SueprMegaDav. Finishes with a 31-10. Well done for both of our runners. Absolutely put on a good show. They kept us on our toes early on. But it was jtknott's consistent play that he's displayed throughout the tournament that pushes him over. It gets him the win here, gets him the championship for this tournament. And let's see if we can get them both here in the booth. We'll definitely do the interview here. So. Interview, yes. You all should be. Okay, first in our podium, it's jtknott. Hi, JT. Congratulations on capturing the NES Trilogy 90% Championship. How do you feel right now?
Feel pretty good. This is the first tournament that I've ever won, so very excited.
That's great.
Very excited about that. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what was up with 1-1 of 2U. It's a hard level, man. Don't judge. Nobody judging chat. It's a hard level.
It
but
is.
Besides that, I mean, pretty good. Almost got like the perfect cycle in 7-2 in the first race. So I was like, wow. And then I missed the last hit. I was like, of course. But
yeah.
And then I really had a feeling that MegaDav was gonna get no hands on the second one. So when I got the last hand, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. He's gonna catch back up. We're making a game 3 out of this one. But then he got the first hand, so I just had to finish it off. And yeah. I had a little bit of a pop-off, but I don't think anyone will ever get the VOD of it. So.
Okay, and that you really did. You were pretty much consistent the whole race, and composure. See, you had 0 lives heading into the last level in SMB2, which is usually where most of the shenanigans happen in these 3 games. Speaking from experience too. Well, what were you thinking in each of those races? How were you feeling when you were, in the first race, you did try to take it all the way with 0 lives? What were you thinking during that time?
My thinking was, I was behind at that point, so I would have just lost more time if I had game overed in 7-1. So I just hoped that I didn't die and just was going for the time save, and I got it, thankfully. The second race I saw was ahead by a little bit, so I took the game over in 7-1. But
absolutely, it's good that you're keeping tabs on Dave. I'm assuming you have his stream up as well.
Yeah, I was trying to see what strats I need to go for to try and keep the lead, but.
And notwithstanding, SMB3, your SMB3s have been solid.
Thank you. Thank you. The first one was kind of sketch. I don't know, but the second one I kind of warmed up. I think I did a better time the second race than the first race, and I got an extra hand. So yeah, I got 11:31 with 2 hands on the second race. So.
Much better indeed.
Solid.
All right. What's
Also, what's up, MegaDav? GG's.
Oh, Dave is here yet.
Oh, yeah, I was there listening. Congrats, JT. Great tournament, Dave. Great race.
Yeah, GG's, Dave. The way you made it through the losers bracket, you were clutching up, dude. That was wild to watch.
Incredible.
Yeah. Thank you. Kind of wish it was a best of 5. I feel like my last race wasn't very good. I kind of wish I could have like one more just to be a little bit better, but yeah, I'm gonna take it. Like this. It's perfect. You deserve the win. Definitely deserve the win.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And the way and the path you took to get here is remarkable, Dave, and that's something that you should be proud of.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure.
Thanks.
All right, Jay. So Dave, you took a tumble a couple times. The lead was changing a bit in race 2. Tell me what was going through your mind. I think I don't remember when the change happened. I think it was SMB1. Yeah, it was SMB1 though that created that separation. How 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 were you feeling like when getting out of getting out of World 8? What was your perspective? What was running through your mind when during the slip ups? What made you pull back and keep as close as you can? You even took the lead and you got it as close as 20 seconds, 15 seconds heading out of SMB 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh really? Yeah. I'm not watching the race while racing, honestly, because like I think like for me it's a distraction, so I had no idea. When I died in SMB 1, I missed my jump in 8-1. And yeah, I've been playing SMB 1 with fire like for years. Like I don't remember how to play small. And usually when you do attempts of that category, if I lose fire, I reset. Like I don't really practice small. So I was very, very nervous. I just wanted to get out of SMB 1 without a game over. So yeah, I didn't know I took back the lead. That would have been helpful if I watched on the side while playing.
Yeah. And that you did. Pretty gutsy 8-3. You had to take on the bros there. That was pretty remarkable. Good thing the bros were nice, and you reacted accordingly. That's pretty it's pretty gutsy on your end. But once again, terrific performance, Dave and jtknott. Thank you for putting out a good show. Any final thoughts, any plugs that you'd like to put in, any final messages to our viewers? Let's start off with JT.
Yeah, thank you to Mars for hosting the tournament. Thank you to SpeedGaming for restreaming them. Sorry about the last race when I forgot that the race was at that day. I thought it was the day after. Shout outs to everybody who participated in the tournament. Yabra, SueprMegaDav, and Stewie Cartman. I know he wanted to watch, but I think he's at work right now. Yeah, shout outs to all of them. GG's to Dave. Thank you, Yabra, for commentating for us. And yeah.
Of course. How about you, MegaDav?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna repeat, but like, thank you everyone for watching as well. And if you'd like to run this category, like, it's a very fun category. Like we usually usually we watch like individual games and we grind individual games, but like putting them all three together, or like even with 2J, we have a Famicom Trilogy. It's a completely different run. It's more like a marathon than like a grind of a specific trick. So. I think it's fun overall to play all these games back to back without resetting. So if you're looking into running these categories, we have a small community with a Discord, and you can ask questions, you can post your PB, and we have practice runs for all of these. So yeah, feel free to try it out. You're gonna have fun, I'm sure.
Right, thank you, Dave and JT. If you want to check out the Discord for the multiple classic Mario games community, check out the speedrun.com leaderboards. Just search multiple classic Mario games, the one that you see on top of the layout here, and we're excited. We're looking forward to having new runners in this category and in other multiple classic Mario games. And that being said, thank you so much everybody for tuning in to the grand final of the 2024 NES Any Percent Trilogy Tournament. JT takes the gold. See you everyone and have a good day.
Have a good day, everyone.